does say I've got a ping open? What have I got a ping open for? Anyway, it's gone now. Sorry about that. Normal service should be resumed. Live stage library, fill live stage options. And this one just makes on operations. Cool. So once I've done that, what else does the history do when it does a random live stage? So we've done all of those, and then we choose one. So the choosing just does a choice choose. But then this is different. This sets the current live stage and chooses events, so that's not the same thing. So what is events on new live stage? Right. This is a little function that just adds in a bunch of stuff that might or might not happen. When a new live stage is chosen, and I need to be able to do those things as well. So the choose new live stage, is that only ever called from the wrong place? Right, I'm going to unwrap this method because I'm not sure that it all belongs there. I'm not sure that's the right abstraction. Right. Okay, sort of one, yeah. Right, so now it's all down here. So if we chose one, now do this stuff. So it's this one that worries me. Events on new live stage. I'm not sure what to do about that. Not sure at all. It's a problem. Right. Because I have no way of running events at this point. What this is going to do is it's going to give me a whole bunch of possible events. Move the family around, add attribute boosts, injuries. That probably should be. Now I've got an attribute penalty. Really should stop doing this, but I should add that in there. Excuse me. Okay, so a bunch of possible events that I could create based on the new live stage. Right, so first things first, I think we should extract this method into chosen live stage. That comes from livestages.h. So we should call that event on choice. Hold that. Put that there. Put it down here. Chosen live stage. So I'm extracting this stuff out. Events on choice. So that I'm just trying to get to a position I can use it. So we can delete all of those. Oops, not that one. Cool, that's quite good. And it's a const method, because that means in the history, here's history. History, here we are. The person whose live stage is gone. So here we can say chosen events on choice. Previous stage chosen, we don't need that one. Just regenerate my tags, and then I should be able to go into here. Don't need to choose a choice. That one's quite nice. Better place for it to be. So, if I'm mirroring, go back to history, I'm trying to mirror what's going on in history inside the world gem. So basically, in case you have just joined, you have no clue what I'm doing, which is quite possible. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sort things out so that the player is able to make live stage choices where the history would normally make them automatically. So if the player doesn't have a current live stage at the end, we need to do the same things at the end of a step. We need to do the same things that the history is doing, but then give them a choice. So at this point, we're doing the filling, we've got our particular choices, we know what our choices are. So now all we need to do here is actually display the choices. That's fine. And then once the choice is chosen, we need to process and add the events, which I think we can handle. I think it's just a question of just poking them into the history. Because basically what we need to do is, it's all of the possible events that have happened that need to be just sort of poked in at the end. This is fine, that's just changing the state. It's just the possible events that I'm worried about. We just need to process them actually and record the events. That's okay, we can have that. Okay, so if we've got choices to display, let's have a look where they're going to go. Relationships and events. Just run the game for a minute and have a look. Jump to the game for the first time in a while. Okay. We need 20 people actually. So this will take a little while to load, but hopefully not too long. Okay, it's still running. Should get to about 2181. Thereabouts, is it finished? Oh no, we're only halfway through here. That's fine. My computer is really struggling. If anyone would like me to donate me a Mac Pro, that would be wonderful. Having said that, I'm not sure that's going to happen. Okay, so let's see. Let's go for Annette Honeywell. Step. Tracy Honeywell, look at that. How lovely. And the question is, where on the screen is the choices going to go? Because this gets quite busy. Is Tracy struggling with craft? Oh, and yeah, we were just talking about. Yeah, so she's now getting. Tracy's now getting Annette and Tony's stuff. Right. So I'm just looking through. So I suppose this is the obvious place, but what you're going to want to do, if you have to make a choice, you're going to want to look at the previous choices. So realistically, you're going to want to make it down here. But there's not much space there at all. This, however, is kind of dead space at this point. This is certainly dead space, it's just information. Not so useful. This you can reuse to regenerate if you want to. If you want to do this, you can regenerate the game. Then this sort of is all completely moot. Where am I going to put it? Any ideas? I need to basically put some buttons, potentially up to 6 or even more, saying, what would you like to do? I think it's going to have to go instead of the log. So if we hide the log, pop it there. That's probably the right place. Probably not perfect, but better than nothing. Okay, so events. So I can say choice life stage. And then I can say, for example, here, div class row. I hope that'll work. Oops. I need the idea of this too. Okay, so now this is just my GUI descriptive code. So now it should be quite straightforward to do something like this. If we just split this in half and go for the GUI view, because that's got some good examples of how to change stuff. We're going to need to do something like that. Events, display none. And we're going to do life stage display block. And at the top here, we have a live stage. Yeah, that's it. But we're not showing at the beginning, but we will show. And then what we need to do, I need to save that in. Set the inner line to 0, so there's nothing in it. Cool, then we'll show it. Okay, so it's blank. So now what we need to do is show each of these choices as choices. So that is going to require some child content tags. In ls, whatever the current choice is. So we need to look a bit like this. We also need to say boost for each chosen live stage const. Also we need the history running here so I can see what's going on. What's going on here? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show how the buttons might look on the actual screen. That's what I'm working on. So